New tonight, a local homeowner spoke to reporter Annette Gutierrez about his worries when it comes to affording the price of paradise without FEMA and its help after a disaster.
Homeowners living here in Parkland Estates felt the wrath of the past few hurricanes, from flooding in their cars and their homes to piles of debris on their sidewalks. Now, with FEMA phasing out, they have questions.
It's devastating when you lose everything on the first floor of your house. We lost pictures of our kids and my parents who've now passed away. And it really shakes you to the core.
David Adams has lived in Tampa for more than 30 years. And in the past decade, he began to feel the worst impacts of flooding. He says even though he is about 18 feet above sea level, the water rises in his area because he is in a divot where the storm water doesn't drain fast enough.
Last year, we had 10 storms that flooded our neighborhood before the two hurricanes. And then with Milton, that was really bad because I had 33 inches outside of my house and about 10.5 inches inside.
He says he had to gut the entire first floor, repairing the kitchen, living room, and all the furniture. After nearly 8 months, he was able to do just that with help from FEMA.
The thing that I relied on was the flood insurance. I had purchased flood insurance ever since my house flooded in 2015. I knew there was a risk. And they provided most of the money that we used to repair our house, and that's provided under FEMA.
According to FEMA, there are nearly 5 million policyholders utilizing the National Flood Insurance Program. It's one of the nation's largest insurance programs, providing nearly $1.3 trillion in coverage against flooding. And Adams is among those policyholders.
People need help after these disasters, and somebody needs to come in and help with that. And FEMA has a system in place where they have been doing that for many years. And it seems to me you're going to lose a lot of momentum if you dismantle that system.
Adams is worried about what the removal of FEMA could mean for his flood insurance. Not only does FEMA provide insurance, it also provides individual assistance. As of June 9th, FEMA's data is showing it has approved more than $1.6 billion to help Floridians with losses from Milton, Helene, and Debbie. Governor Ron DeSantis says phasing out FEMA won't remove the funding, just the red tape. He says it would be easier to administer the money this way while also providing a faster response.
To try to micromanage everything, it just paralyzes the response. If you just calculated typical hurricane how much, and you gave us 80 cents on the dollar on that, but cut out the bureaucracy, I'll bet you that money would actually go further.
But Florida State Representative Fentress Driscoll disagrees. She says not having federal resources would delay storm debris removal, and the lack of funding would devastate neighborhoods.
You may see the state on the ground, but you certainly see FEMA on the ground, and people need these resources. Floridians have come to look to FEMA for help anytime we're facing a devastating storm season. And so, it makes me very nervous that it seems like the state has taken its eye off the ball.
Now, there's still a lot of question marks with this phase out of FEMA, but as we learn more, we will update you on air and online. But for now, reporting in Tampa, Annette Gutierrez, ABC Action News.